What's up, guys? It's Boy. We're trying Izzet Prowess again. Izzet Prowess just had a really strong showing at RC Minneapolis. It was something like 32% of the field and then had like a 55% win rate or something like that. So pretty clear cut S tier deck. I have seen a lot of people, I think most of the decks in the RC were jamming like 2 Drake Hatcher in the deck. I'm not a huge fan of Draycatcher. I can see its upside, especially people are saying it's mainly good in the mirror. I think that can be true, but I just wanted to try going back to kind of similarly to how I originally had the deck and just trying 4 Bolt Waves again and just trying to go under everyone. So it's just an idea I had and I just wanted to test it out tonight. So we're going to try that. Other than that, pretty similar main deck. We cut the Ren's Resolves, and we have a Floodmaw in the main. And I'm less keen on Spell Pierce and more keen on Floodmaw with just the prevalence of how many mirrors there are. So Floodmaw is a bit better in the mirror, I think. But we still have the 4 Spell Pierce in the sideboard and the 4th stock up. Yeah, all right, let's I think we're diamond something, so let's see if we can get mythic tonight. But yeah, let's get into the games. All right, we get to be on the play. It's okay. Sure. Our hand was already threat light, and I got to take our only creature. We'll try to counter that. At this point, is more spells better? We probably just want the slick shot. We have to assume they have more removal here. So we really need at least another threat. And we can always buy back spells with this. Ooh, they're gonna take 2. Oh, that's a good draw. How much is this? That is Xaxes, wow. Nice. That's when Bolt Wave's good, when you deal exactly 20 damage to them with it. If they're on demons, we probably want the Flood Moss. And maybe the stock up. Maybe just cut like... Oh, sorry, I keep forgetting to not do this arrow while I'm sideboarding. Maybe just cut 1 Bolt Wave and 1 Burst Lightning. We want that stock up. I'm gonna say no. We'll see. I feel like the matchup mostly is a race of us just trying to kill them before they get the big demons down, and it ends up not being that grindy. And we already do have 3 stock ups still, and I don't want to cut any. Guess I'll keep this. Might not be good enough. It's decent if they have like discard. Yeah. I'll go ahead and slate. Try to sculpt their hand a little bit. I think I'd take the talent at this point without 3rd land. wonder what they take. I'm gonna guess Flood Maul. Monstrous Rage. It's also a good choice. Let's play that and plot. They're holding up cut down there. We don't want to let them spend the mana. Oh, that's a nice draw. Play the land. Play this. So we can protect this from a cut down, but not anything else. Like my audio is really loud. I'm on like 2%. Maybe I should turn these down. Let's just attack. Okay. Sure. I'll offer them the block. If they block, we'll Monstrous Rage it. If they don't, we will Flood Maul. Good Monstrous Rage anyways. I think I'll save Monstrous Rage to attack through this next turn. And Burst Lightning. You know, if their plan is to just replay it, then we need to be able to attack through it. Ooh, Duress. I mean, I think we let them take something, because alternatively we cast something and we don't get value from prowess triggers, and then they get to take the other thing out of our hand. So I think we just let them take. Okay. That's tough. Full wave. We can play this in attack. If they block, I mean, they know about this Burst Lightning, so they're not going to. Let's just do this. Oh, second one. There's a cantrip. How much do these hit for? Did one hit for 8 just now? Oh, so I guess I'm just dead. Yeah, each one hits for 8. That's tough. Okay, well, run it back on the play. I think we were in decent position if they didn't have that board wipe right when they did. But taking out both of our otters just left us with 0 pressure. Okay. Seems like they have nothing, so I'm gonna try to get Prowess triggers while I can. Annoying, but at least they okay, so they choose not to. Well, it stinks that we didn't draw anything to punish that. We could play around them having more hand disruption by not killing it yet. So if we kill it and it comes back to our hand and they just like play another one, they get to take it again, or if they play like a duress. But well, I guess duress gets it either way. Same thing with another bat. So yeah, we might as well get Prowess triggers while we can. I was hoping we drew another spell. But this makes us use our mana really awkwardly. That's why they took the stock up instead of the burst lightning. Okay. I was hoping it was Unholy Annex again. Alright, we will just cast a stock up. And we find Bloodmaw, Cori-Steel Cutter, Monstrous Rage. Good choices. So we're probably hitting that with the Floodmaw this turn. I don't hate Floodmaw and Monstrous Rage. Play the land, Floodmaw, and next turn we can go Steel Cutter plus Monstrous Rage. It is bad if they have like a board wipe, because then we don't have a target for Monstrous Rage. So actually I think I'm going to take Floodmaw and opt. Could take stock up though. That's so good. I want to guarantee I can play Cutter and trigger it next turn. This puts him to 4. Even if they board wipe us or play a demon, this kind of plays around both options. Okay. Yeah, so I'm glad I didn't take the Monstrous Rage. We'll just do this. Not want that. Did I put them to 1? Just plays into another board wipe. But if they take the time to wipe the board, then we just buy back Burst Lightning and kill them as well. Put them to 1. Can't think of any lines that save them. I was worried about matchups like this with bringing back Bolt Wave, because it's just more of a grindy matchup that actually interacts with you a lot, and kind of can punish you for having Bolt Wave in your deck instead of just like more cards like Stock Up. But yeah, able to get the W there. We get to be on the play, and this hand looks amazing. I think I go turn 1 talent. Get the non-haste one down first. We don't draw a land, we go turn 2 Cutter, I think. Discard the Burst Lightning. Yeah, turn 2 Cutter. No matter what, we can trigger it. Okay. Stock up's nice. Alright, Swift Spear, Sleight of Hand. Spire Bluff. I could have played it in cast opt. Kind of a punt. It might be decent to hold it though. Okay, that's fine. Ooh, really good draw. Let's opt. If we find another 1-mana spell, I don't think we need that. If we find a 1-mana spell, we can trigger. No, okay. Man. Really just want to cast Stock Up. Could just cast Stock Up and trigger Prowess and just attack with the 4/4. Monstrous Rage just uses our mana so inefficiently here. Cast Stock Up. Make a 1/1. Don't move this. Just attack with a 4/4. Ooh, second Monstrous Rage. Okay. Yeah, let's go Slate and second Monstrous Rage. Okay, they decide to block. Pretty fine with me. Hopefully they can't kill both of our things. Maybe second Monstrous Rage was bad. I guess I was kind of expecting them to not block, but I guess block, and then if they like can somehow kill both of our things here. Or if they can hold up removal in response. Okay. We do draw a spell we can cast proactively, so that's good. Yeah, I'll take second Cutter. We won't cast it this turn. I might not even Monstrous Rage this turn if they don't do anything. I'm sure if they have removal here though, they'll cast it preemptively. Yeah, let's just not cast anything. Not give them the opportunity to have the blowout. Okay, gain 1 life. It might be bad, but it's like, why? I mean, if they had that in their hand, it was good. But why even give them the chance to have the blowout? We could cast Monstrous Rage here and save that token. I actually think that's kind of good. If we have to cast a second Monstrous Rage, then that's fine. We trigger Cutter. Okay. I think we're in the clear. Even if they kill this in response. Okay. Really like Spell Pierce in this matchup, and I like Stock Up. I don't think we want or need more removal. This is one where I do like cutting Bolt Wave, kind of, because they just... When you have to go so low on resources, Bolt Wave is not very likely to close the game out for you. And we don't need a Flood Maul. They could be on actually, ooh, we probably do want Flood Maul. I didn't realize it, but this is probably just the Orzhov version with temp lockdown, so we probably do want a couple Flood Maul. Let's cut 1 Rage, just with we saw it there, but Rage is a little bit awkward with all of the spot removal. 1 Burst Lightning. I mean, Blood Maul isn't a great answer to temp lockdown in this deck anyways, because they get a bunch of good ETBs when their lockdowns get bounced. But it is something, can sometimes be very nice. But then they also play things like the Preacher that it is quite good against. Oh, that's not great. I mean, it's 7 cards though, and we'll probably discard a mountain. And then like our other 3 cards are pretty good. Our 3 non-land cards. That whiff. Nice. Very nice. Oops, Spell Pierce for a turn. Yeah. It's really less about holding up Spell Pierce for this turn and more about just holding it up once we have a talent down. Let's go ahead and cast Opt. Okay, there's a cutter. Let's... I messed up. Should not have played the River Pyroverge. Let's jam the Steel Cutter. Next turn we can go, in case it does play around like another Dreams of Steel or like a Duress, but we can go Island, Storm Chasers plus Sleight of Hand and Trigger, and then still hold up Spell Pierce. Okay. I was gonna say they could just jam Temp Lockdown now. That's crazy. Oh, it makes us discard. I'm trolling. That's fine. Slick Shot, but I think we just save that for another turn. And do this. Ooh, Second Cutter. Second Cutter is really nice. Hey. That's a Shieldred. Just jam Slick Shot, attack with everything. I don't know, that seems really bad. Could Burst Lightning this, and that lets us attack with these two. And then they have awkward blocks, and that actually gets us more damage through. If we Burst Lightning this, if we Burst Lightning face, then we don't have any good attacks. And we still get to hold up Spell Pierce. And they know about the Spell Pierce. But we don't want to take action on that one. I'm trolling. I just said Spell Pierce Shieldred, and now I didn't. That's really dumb. I just said Burst Lightning Shieldred instead. Really need to draw like a 1-mana spell here. I guess we Spell Pierce that. It's possible. I mean, even if their last card is like Temp Lockdown, we can't play around it anymore. So Spell Pierce is just getting worse as the game goes on, so we need to just use it. Okay, Pixie. Spire Bluff Canal is not it. I guess we just wait a turn and buy a stock up. Or, sorry, buy a Sleight of Hand. I mean, we could have a really big attack, but they're at 14 and still have a 4/5 in play. We're under some pressure now. Okay, they do attack. No blocks. Glad they went ahead and cast that. Okay. Spell Pierce is not great. Have to find something. You can gain 2 life and go to 16. And we're pretty dead next turn. That's not gonna do it. We only have 9 damage. 10 with one of these. So I think we just take Swift Spear, play it, and lead back 2 blockers. And that gives us another turn to find a way to kill them. We're gonna go to 9 and then go to 11. 2 blockers because we're just dead to a removal spell off the top, or like a bounce thing off the top. Okay, we'll just cast their Spell Pierce. That stinks because we could have maybe guaranteed a double spell with that Spell Pierce, but now we can't. Still all out attacking. Block with that one. Okay. Ooh, what a draw. We'll take 2 spells. They get to go up to 12, but we have uber lethal here. Not bad. It would be Orzhov Pixie, which is generally a bad matchup, but it looks like they didn't draw like any temporary lockdowns. Very nice. To be on the play. Mulligan. Okay, this hand's really good. We'll put back a Bolt Wave. Play the cutter on 2. Kind of black red. Okay. Blizzards. We find land, which is nice. We'll start with Opt. Stock up's a great draw. We can just dump our hand then. Challenge him to block. Okay. Very nice. And we have a stock up to refuel. Urbrass Forge as a very not defensive card. Might not be able to double spell. Okay, we can just Chivalry. I think Chivalry Monstrous Rage is probably lethal. There you go, the turn 4 kill. Okay. So Urbrass Forge. All we really saw was these two cards. But we probably, I mean, pretty sure this Lizards deck plays like 3 and 4 drops. So we probably want Flood Maw. Maybe want Braid seems good. It seems like it lines up nice. We can kill the Forge if we like maybe have a slower start. We can kill this guy. Do we want Torches too? That kind of seems like a lot. I don't think we want any more stock ups. Trim at least 2 Bolt Waves. I think Monstrous Rage is probably good. Pretty sure the Lizards deck plays like Higher Claws and stuff. And like a 3/2, so we probably want Burst Lightnings. So maybe trim a Cantrip. Let's do 1 more Bolt Wave and 1 Cantrip. We might bring the Bolt Waves back in on the play. On the draw, though, they are a pretty fast deck, so we don't want to be caught holding Bolt Waves if we're not the beatdown. Not the best hand on the draw, but we'll keep. I don't think we can mulligan that. Just good gamed me. Whenever a land enters, deal 1. So. Let's just plot. The creature you control enter with a 1/1 counter for each opponent who lost life this turn. Okay. Alright, this is going to be a massive swing. Swift Spear, Slick Shot, Storm Chaser's Talent. And we will go ahead and cast the Monstrous Rage while they're tapped out. Put it on the Slick Shot. Maybe a little troll. Maybe we should have put it on the ground creature. Put them to 9. We have Bolt Wave in hand. Yoshino Pyromancer. Love that card. Pirate Claw. Okay. A lot of damage. But we will not block. We're going to try to kill them. Oh, nice draw. Wow. And this is lethal. No. Oh, wait, sorry, they're at 6. I thought they were at 7. Okay, that is lethal just with the Slick Shot. They had 2 blockers, though, for our ground creatures. All right, 1 game away from Mythic. Okay, we're on the draw. We are going to mulligan this. They mulliganed. This hand looks pretty good. It's a little bad if they're on something real aggressive. But we're definitely down to keep this. I think I put back the Bolt Wave. Opponent keeps on 6 as well. They're not on something aggressive, so I'm feeling better about this. We'll play the talent turn 1. No cut downs. Abzan. Oh, it's the Abzan blink. That's a nice pickup. We'll plot. Anytime you have cutter and slick shot, pretty much always want to plot the slick shot on turn 2. Breacher. Okay, good start from our opponent as well. You plot the slick shot on turn 2 so you can go cutter, place slick shot for 0, and trigger it automatically. And we will go ahead and attack. If they want to block, we will trade Burst Lightning and our Monk for their Preacher. If not, I think we just hold it in hand. I don't know. Do we just fire it off for the damage? While we have a... I mean, this is 5 damage. I think we fire it off. We have stock up. We're probably going to be able to double spell. We, find a 1-drop. Okay. They attack, and they play the Rhino. Monstrous Rage. Sleight of Hand, Swift Spirit. Let's take the 2 cantrips. So we can attack. We're not gonna move the cutter because they have a 3/4, so we can make a 4/4 attacker, and therefore we don't need to do it pre-combat. We have an opt, so let's attack and see how they block. They're gonna double block. That's fine, unless they have something here. Let's opt. We're gonna decline. Another talent on top. I think that's fine. We will kill the Rhino. I like getting Rhino off the board so they can't like Pixie and then replay it this turn or something. Although if they had Pixie, they would probably bounce this and kill Slickshot. Realistically. No blocks. Gain 1. Ugh. Severance Priest. Don't take my sleight of hand. No. Okay. Rage. That's pretty nice. Man, we're just dead on the backswing, though. Holy cow. What can we do? We could just talent plus rage the slick shot. And then we could maybe leave some guys back. Attack with a 3/3. The 3/3 just gets jump blocked, but I mean, I guess it's fine. I don't really see how we're winning. I guess we're winning by maybe drawing stock up next turn. I should have re-equipped. That would have been heads up. That was really bad. This is a big attack. Attacking with everything is bad though. Like attacking with this is bad. It's just a free block. So I should have put the cutter with the extra mana. I should have put the cutter on the 3/3. Double block it anyways. We'll kill the 3/3. In turn. Hopefully they can't kill Slick Shot, and then they can only like we can just buy back a Monstrous Rage or a Burst Lightning. Okay. Oh yeah, that's the sacrifice one. I thought it was nowhere to run. Well, we will block a 1/1. We get to gain the life anyways. So go up to 6. And they don't have anything. That's a stock up. So I guess we do that. Man, we're just drawing the stock ups when we need them tonight. Burst Lightning, Swiss Spear. Play Swiss Spear. We don't even need to attack with everything. They can sack this and gain 2, so we do actually. We should have shocked this. I'm trolling. It doesn't matter, but we should have. Okay. Barely got game 1 there. I did not think we were going to get that. So, this version is a lot harder to deal with because it's not like Spell Pierce isn't as good because they're bouncing things like Skirmish Rhinos. Torch might be better. Kill some of these 3/3s and stuff. I mean, Flipmail's still pretty good though. Like it bounces the Preacher. And bouncing Rhino, like, yeah, it's not great, but it does get a 3/4 out of the way. Probably want 4th stock up. I don't know. Do we want some Spell Pierces? I think Bolt Wave is bad because they have so much life gain. Bolt Wave just isn't that likely to get us there. We're going to have to outgrind them, kind of. I don't know if this Abzan version plays lockdown. I'm guessing they do. I guess it's a Spell Pierce. Maybe 2 Spell Pierce. Cut 1 Burst Lightning, 1 Sleight of Hand. Oh, sorry, we only had to cut 1. Cut 1 Burst Lightning. I think Rage might be one of our better cards. Allows us to attack through their bigger bodies. Okay, we will try it like that. Sad. We would love to keep this hand, but I just don't think we can without a red source. His hand's pretty good. Might put back the Swift Spear. Maybe it's the Sleight of Hand. It kept 7. I think I'll put back the Sleight of Hand. I would like to be able to run out a threat on turn 1 and pressure them. What do we discard, man? Let's discard the Swift Spear. Draw another stock up. Okay. I guess it's this other stock up. That really stinks. Really good start from our opponent. Probably can't win this one. Okay. Just cast stock up. I know we're not triggering Cutter, unfortunately. Is it Slick Shot time? We're definitely taking this stock up. Might just be stock up land. Let's do that. And then plan on next turn going Swift Spear. Okay, their hand might be a little weak if they're sacrificing that, or maybe they just need to find 4th land. 2 to the bottom. They might have some 4-drops in hand and be... Okay, they do have land. Alright, Swift Spear stock up. Oh man. That really stinks. Blood Maws are not looking good. And we can bounce this. I don't know. I don't think that's really right. But we gotta push damage. This is 6 damage. If we draw like cantrip into a cantrip and then bounce, you know, whatever blocker they have, maybe find a cheeky lethal here. Okay. I mean, we can bounce that too. I'm not gonna do it right now. Creature, yikes. There's no point in doing it. Play this. Attack for 1. We need to do it when we draw like a spell. Dang. Hoping they wouldn't find a way to deal with Slick Shot. Please whiff. Oh, that's a Shieldred. Oh wait, it's 3 or less. Okay, go to my turn because it doesn't matter. Okay, So we have a chance. Bounce that. I have to get real lucky. Yeah, nothing they can bounce back here with that matters this turn. Burst lightning. It's not enough. Guess we attack. Kill the 1/1. It just doesn't matter here when they get to lock down us. There's a chance we find... Never mind. Wait. Oh, this is just lethal. Okay. I was gonna say they're not playing lockdown, but don't play lockdown when you have lethal, right? Okay. I don't know. Maybe those flood malls are bad. Maybe we just gotta kill them. Just like if they play a creature and we bounce it, or even if they play a skirmish rhino on 3 and we bounce it and we just keep the beat down, it's... And it lets us beat temp lockdown sometimes. I don't know. I feel like we need them. Drawing like 2 or 3 is really bad. We just need that one timely one. And they also showed us like Shieldred. So I think we need them. Okay. On the play, should be better. We'll keep. We got threats and we got spell pierce. Mulligans. We'll run it out turn 1. If they have Grim Bauble, that stinks. Okay. Don't have anything. No discard and no Grim Bauble. We get to hold up spell pierce. Really need to draw like a cantrip.